Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be, oh my god, I left my notes up there. Hold on. Where we start. And we're back. Hi, sorry about that. Alright, my name is Nicole. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for being here. I do a lot of book writing, travel, vlogs, the good stuff. Alright, so I have been doing for a while trying different famous authors' writing routines, and some of y'all like that. Most of you really more like the travel vlog, so we might get back into those. But anyways, I did all these author writing routines, and so I decided I'm gonna create like a really fun writing routine from all the different authors I've tried, like a collection. And you know, all of them has something good, but you know, there's just some that just weren't vibing with me. Like Ernest Hemingway's waking up really early. That ain't doing that shit. That's just really dumb. I'm not a morning person. That was like a really hard day. And then just being, I feel like a lot of these authors, they are very much like awake first thing in the morning, and I'm just not that way. Alright, so I wrote down my routine here in my notebook. So the first thing I really loved was Isabelle Allende. Yeah. She gets ready with like makeup on and everything in the morning before she starts writing. And I think there's just something like setting the day that I just really loved. Because usually I get up, I work from home, so I get up and I'm still like in PJs, and I just get to work and then I shower like later in the day. Like I just sort of have this like fun little routine because, you know, I just want to eat my breakfast and just get to work. So I love that I'm gonna wake up and just like put on some makeup and get ready for the day. However, after I get up and put on makeup, I'm gonna wear something very comfy, probably like really cutesy pajamas, and then I'm gonna write from bed like Truman Capote, because there was something very relaxing about writing from bed. So I'm gonna do that. In between, I'll make myself like a little breakfast, but I'm gonna write from bed for about like an hour and a half or so. And then I'm gonna go for a walk. It is supposed to rain tomorrow, so I might have to like find a break in the rain and just go for a walk just around my neighborhood, just to like get the juice, like the energy you get after writing, like just to get it out of my system. And then I'm gonna come back, probably like a little lunch, but that's not part of the routine. I'm just gonna eat, and journal. So Virginia Woolf, after she wrote and she had lunch, she would journal and she would write letters. I'm trying to get more consistent with my journaling, so I'm gonna use that time to journal. And then I'm going to pick up Julia Quinn's thing of like editing. So she would write, but she actually would listen to classical music and edit. And I think I'm going to round out my routine with that, with just like editing and listening to some classical music while I'm doing it. So yeah, so come along with me tomorrow and we're going to do that routine and we'll see how it goes. Okay. All right, welcome to this author's routine. As you guys saw, I got ready. It is also, the intro I did for this is a few weeks old. Like, I filmed that intro a few weeks ago thinking I was going to film the author's routine the next day. And then I just did not have the energy to do it. And so it's been a few weeks. But we already did the get ready. I wrote I'm going to work from bed, which was Truman Capote's style. But he also worked from his couch. I personally am just going to work from my couch. It's a beautiful sunny day and the sun hits our living room so nicely. So I'm going to do that for a little bit. And basically just write until I don't want to write anymore. I like that. And then as I said, we're going to go for a walk. It's a gorgeous day. It's windy, so I know it's going to be cold. So I will put on a nice jacket. But it's going to be a nice walk. Then I'm going to journal. Then I'm going to edit what I wrote. So let's go to the couch. I'm making myself a very early afternoon latte. I haven't drank caffeine yet, and I sort of need some. Y'all, I'm also on my period. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier in this video. I did not mention that. Okay. So I'm just like writing my feelings right now. You know what I mean? Like, personally, how my body reacts when I'm on my period. I'm really tired. And I just am very forgetful. But I have a pretty normal period, so I can't complain. It comes once a month. It comes for a few days. It's not too intense. I just get really tired and really forgetful, and also craving meats and cheeses, and that's just your body sort of wanting that protein. And so that's how I'm feeling. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm like snacks. Okay, let's work from the couch. I'm very excited. I have some ideas of what I want to write, and this is gonna be fun. But it's also really hard to write in the middle of the day because I get so easily distracted by my emails. So I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. All right, and let's go. Look at the sunny day. Oh no, the wind sort of calmed down, but you could really tell when it's windy when that palm tree starts moving. But it's so beautiful. Sorry, there's just been a lot of fog lately, so I'm really excited about the sun. Look, the pool looks like, see, it looks like it's like 80 degrees. It's not, y'all. It's 60 degrees. Okay. All right, it is 1:28. We are at 65,844 words. There we go. So let's aim to try to write for about an hour. I'll probably get up real quick and grab my latte, but let's see what we can do in an hour. All right, 2:32. It's about a little over an hour. I have written, let's go to word count, 67,003 words. So probably a little over 1,000. I haven't done the math yet. Which is not bad. So there's a lot more I want to write and say, but I want to continue on with this routine. So we'll go on to the next section and And yeah, because it's still such a sunny day. Oh, there's the other camera. Let's say hi to the other camera. All right, so we are in like our second time using this little mic, so that's really cool. Anyways, I have my jacket on. We're gonna go for a quick little walk. I'm gonna see if there's a free little library near where I live. I don't know. But there is a park, so I might walk around the park. I know it's like a big jacket for it being so sunny, um, but it's windy and it's already cold. We like to keep our sliding door in our living room open, just to get fresh air. Both Nick and I always loved like just having fresh air, and I could tell it's cold out because our living room's getting cold. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a walk because Charles Dickens did this. I mean, he walked around London. I'm just walking around my neighborhood, but it's a nice little break from after writing. So let's go get that done and see if there's a book. If not, we'll just walk around the library. And then we're gonna come back and journal like Virginia Woolf. And so that's gonna be good because I didn't have time this morning to journal. So that's gonna be really good for me. And then edit like Julia Quinn. So, which is good because I think what I just wrote, I do want to make some edits. And then we'll be done with the day. I like this. I like this a lot. All right, let's go. Hello, hello. All right, so we did our walk and we journaled. So I know Virginia Woolf probably like journal a bunch of thoughts, and then also she wrote letters to friends, but it's 2025. I don't write letters to friends, and it's April. I have no big birthdays coming up. So anyways, I just journaled in this journal. This is sort of like my meditation journal. It says, inhale the future and exhale the past. And here, I won't show y'all what I wrote. I'll just show you empty page. Hopefully it focuses. I like it because it sort of organizes things. So I don't know if you can't see, but I'll just tell you what it says. Right here, you write your intentions for the day. My cat's is in her feelings right now. You write your inspiring words for the day here. And then you write things to let go of here. And then down in this box, you write, today I'm grateful for, what you're grateful for. Your mood. And it's like little, I don't know if you can see little faces, little emojis of different types of faces. Your mantra for the day on this page. Today I found joy. Something today that made me feel great. Things I did for myself. Things I did for others. And tomorrow's goal. So what I did was I finished up the journal from yesterday because I didn't. Because it's hard, like what I have problems with this particular journal is you sort of start it, you have to do it in twofold. Like I felt like that was like the best way. This page is usually completed in the morning, and then this page is usually completed at night. And so if you don't have the time to do it in the morning and night, it's like half a page. But so I finished yesterday. Today I wrote, begin your day with what's your intentions. And so I wrote my intentions down, inspiring words for today, things to let go of. A lot of things I try to let go of is guilt and fear. I don't know if you guys feel the same. Things I'm grateful for. So just even like the littlest things. I feel like we get so caught up in like not accomplishing big goals. So this is a great exercise to remember like the littlest things. So I write like able to work on my own schedule, by my own schedule, being able to go for a walk in the middle of the day, being able to make my own coffee, my husband, and having like a bed. I really love my bed. Like if you look at this journal, you're gonna be like, damn, she's really grateful for her bed. And I'm like, I'm grateful for my bed. I think that comes from I always had my own bed growing up, but I spent 1 year when I was like 19 couch surfing because I couldn't find a roommate, and I was like trying to pay rent on my own, and it was just like I didn't feel like I was struggling. I looked at it at that time, and I still look at it as like an adventure. Like I had a lot of good friends. I was still in school, so I was still going to my classes. I was still doing pretty well in school. So because I was at community college before I transferred to my 4-year, so I was doing great. But not being able to have my own space, I was like living out of a suitcase, and that was, you take for granted your bed. So I'm grateful for my bed. I usually have this journal on my bedside stand, but I'm going to leave it right here for now, and I'll put it away in a little bit. I am now going to do Jillian's Quinn's part, and then that will be the end of this. Honestly, I like this this type of writing schedule works best for my lifestyle. Alright, I am now going to edit, which is good because I feel like I need to do some editing. And I don't know how long the editing is going to take. 30 minutes, an hour, and then that will be done. So there we go. Alright, let's get to editing. Okay, so my camera died, so we're here on the phone with the little mic, and I hope it's pretty good. So yeah, I got some editing done, but I also did some more writing. There was just this one chapter I want to just add a little bit more to. In this book, how I write it is like whatever chapter I feel like I want to write, whatever scene. And so what I was working on in the editing process wasn't necessarily what I wrote during the writing process earlier today. So, but that's how I roll, right? And so we're getting there. We're adding some words. It's getting, the picture's getting clearer in the book, and I really enjoy that. And so I think this
writing routine worked out wonderfully for me. I hate that I have to do my ending like this, like holding up my phone, but um, yeah, I think it just worked out wonderfully for me because there's no timing to how much I need to write. Like other, you know, writers' routines, like they write for like 3 hours or they write X amount of words. And I'm just like, I just want to write until I can't write anymore. And some days that's like 30 minutes, some days that's an hour, some days that's 3 hours. And so I really just wanted to, yeah, take it easy. I like the getting ready was actually really, oh, there's like something in my hair. Hold on. Don't know what that was, but probably something from outside. But what I was saying, okay, the getting ready. I work from home. Usually when I'm writing, I'm in very like I have no makeup on and I'm very casual. But today I like put on makeup and it was interesting because I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. Like I'm just writing from home. But the whole routine of like getting ready, putting on an outfit, putting on some jewelry, putting on some makeup, there was just something about it that was very like made me feel like, okay, now I'm ready to write, you know? Writing from the couch was very comfortable. Like I mentioned, I'm on my period. So it was like really comfortable to write from the couch. So I thought that was great. Then just going for a walk and getting outside and just like feeling nature. I love that I live by a park, so there's plenty of trees, there's plenty of plants, there's plenty of grass, so that was nice. And then journaling, that was lovely. And then editing. Like this is like honestly, I'm gonna do this again. All right, I'm gonna put my phone down because my arm's starting to hurt. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.